First of all, I wanted to express that actually I feel like frustrating because some days ago I have the opportunity to create and build a financial modeling, but I don't know what happened. I don't have any time. So I failed. I can say or add a lot of things. I really appreciate that the person interested in give me a lot of chance, but I don't know. I didn't accomplishment. So, but until that day, my purpose is to create another channel to record myself with creating financial modeling. So that's it's a purpose that I don't start it yet, but I will do it in hope that tomorrow because today I have some issues. But it is time to start to reinvent and to important thing to make to be a person who know his capability. I think that is the most important thing, and that's it. So I just wanted to share that stuff with you, and I don't know if someone is watching this, and if someday the guy watch this channel, I apologize, really apologize. It doesn't matter what I am saying now. The most important thing is to fix all attitudes and be a person who is reliable, and that's it. So after that short of enough stuff that I want to say, I will show to you now and the same exercise that I was try some days before. Today I gonna to review some topics regarding with measures and that stuff. After that, I gonna be ready to make a lot of things. So here we go. Actually, as you can see here in my screen, I have this part of this. I have Power BI here, and to import data, it's important to go to home and get data from Excel workbook. And I will select this one. Why? Because that is the model that I wanted to work with. Um, is almost open. So as you remember, when we open an Excel file, we will have many tables. But the most important thing is that we only use the table with arrow with the blue row in the top. That means that we can work with that if, with this information because basically this is our or these tables contain information that we need. For example, here basically you going to import all the data. I don't know, could be doesn't work for us. For example, this one instruction basically this doesn't contain information. This basically is the worksheet that we have in the Excel file. So these are the table that we want to work with. So I select it, then I will load it. After that, we wait, and the information um, uh, will be how can I say this? Will be uploaded into the system. There is something changed, so I don't want to change any. I am waiting for that, so I will wait for it. Oh my goodness, too late. I feel this like a big fail in my career. So segue. Okay. After this, as you can see, we have three views: the report, the table, and the model view. So if you come here into the model view with artificial AI and Power BI, create a relationship between your tables. So that means that you have here some information. For example, here my product, I don't agree with that, but I will fix these tables because here I have a details and here I have orders. This means that this is table of header, this is the table of details. This doesn't work well for me because basically there are big information and we can't create a formula, and basically there are an easy way to fix this information. So that's why I'm going to here, and after this I will make click here. As you can see, I can see everything. So I will make click here and I can go here in home and going to transform data. After this, I can come here and I can go to merge queries. Then I can go here and orders. I can make the merge by order. So that means that I can create. There is no problem here. So I can make create this merge. So in this case, I am here now. I gonna select unselect order. I gonna unselect use the original name of as prefix. So after that, I will going to have my data. I will rename the days and orders. After that, I will gonna to close and apply it. So maybe I want to okay close and apply it. Ugh. I going to build financial modeling, and I need to back to BBA. Oh, there are a lot of things that I need to do, but I need to be focused here to finish this course, to understand well how this work, and that's it. So after this, I already create another table, so I think that that information will be, I don't know, where is it? Supposedly should be here. Ah, okay, it's here. So I don't need this information anymore. To delete a relationship, you just need to make double click and then delete it. Come here, close it, then come here, and I gonna to use key approach, create relationship between branches, where of course here, as you can see, it's ready created. So actually, I am able to make to building my report. So I can come here and Okay, I can make this. There are many cables here. So actually, I can come here, make this. I don't like to have that stuff there. And here in properties, advanced. Okay, that's it. So another thing that I wanted to see is the total of sales that I can have here. I wanna come here in this card. I wanna say something like this. I wanted to see the price, the total of sales. I don't like to see that stuff, so I want to go into here and I will say not, no, none of format, and then don't like to see this category label, but I wanted to have a title. So in this case, I will activate and I can say total sales. So after that, I going to use always Segoe lights. I will make bigger this one and I will reduce this stuff. So that's it. Another thing, important thing that I wanted to have here is type of product. So sales by type of product. So I could come here. I wanted to create something like type of product like this, and but I wanted to know how many is it total. So, but I don't wanted to see the labels too. Always don't want to see the labels. So after this, wanna reduce this, and I can make this bigger. That's it. So I wanted to put this here, reduce this one, and that's it. Um, mhm. Ah, something is wrong here. So that's it. Total says here, this one from here. Okay, I already have that one. Measures. I wanted to create some measures. So important thing is that always when you try to create a measure, you will need to stay over your original data. For example, I need to study here in details and order. So I need to come here a new measure and I want to create a measure called it as total size. Total size. And I will use some X and I want to say that details and order. So I wanted to say price multiply by okay, I can say just wanna say price. So that means that I will have the total of sales in the future. What? Because I want to have that information. I don't know. I will use that in the future. So that means that I can or I will be able to make many things with this measure. Another thing that I wanted to know is how many the tips per waiter. So total tip. And in this case, we can just make something like price, and I will use some X2. And I wanna say something like that price. Oh, sorry. The taste northern price multiply by propina or tips. So after that, I will to close it, and then I will give formats to my table. So general currency, I just wanted to see something like two decimals. Same thing happened here. I just want to use two decimals. So that's it. Okay, let's back to our report view. I wanted to add something like, I don't know. I want to create a report like I wanted to see which waiter attendance these tables, how many was tip. So I need to use this in detail. So as you can see, I already have this information. I already have the waiter and I already have the total tips. But if you can see, I already selected this table, so I can to change from charts. Uh, and in this case, don't like to see the label on any one of my data, so I don't want it. I don't like it. Title, no, but go general. I wanted to see a title like total tip by waiters. So as you can see, I wanted to make a lot of things, but here in birds, I will to change the color. I would like to use this color. So as you can see, in theoretically, Mauricio is the waiter who gained a lot of tips. One of the best things with Power BI is like if I want to make and apply a filter, it works, or if you want to know how many tips for Mauricio by drinks, something like that. As you can see, I can filter, I can do everything that I want. That's it. So actually, I'm going to you to create a lot of measures too. Why? Because I want to know how many was the sales of the last year, last month, how many is the difference, how many is the rate of increase. So for that, I need to create a lot of measures. One of them could be this one. I'm going to create this measure called as uh, different or sales of last month. So in this case, I will use calculate. Calculate is the best formula from DAX. So I'm going to use something like total save. I already have that. And my filter will be data. So I will use fecha. After that, my interval was one, but I wanna use month. In this case, I will be able to have the sales of last month. So I come here, use two, I wanna use two decimals, so, and I will create a matrix that allow me to validate that my information is working well. So actually I can come here and in fecha use it as rows, then here on total sales in values, but sales last month I wanted to increase this one. I don't like to have quarter. I don't want to have day. I just wanted to have months. Relation. So as you can see, it's already done. So I wanted to have the sales difference of sales of last month. So in that case, the only thing that I need to make is just create another measure, call it like difference sales. So something is wrong with my screen. Wrong with my internet. So I really apologize about that. But the most important thing is that I am practicing how that you can take some advantage from this. I'm really sad that if you can't. Okay, actually, my point is that I wanted to create the difference between this month and last month, and I already create that one, and I wanted to create something like the difference. I already create. What about percentage of difference? So let's see. I'm gonna here and difference last sale. So in this case, I'm gonna select this one, difference last sale. As you can see, I have the difference here, but I wanted to see the difference as percentage. So how can I create that? I will create another measure, call it like, um, I will create another measure, call it like, okay, another measure that I wanted to create is uh, difference, percentage of difference. So in this case, I will use this measure called divide. I'm going to use difference as denominator. I wanted to use total sales. After that, my alternative result could be zero. If that doesn't working, so let me see. Okay, here I will use the percentage um, alternative. So decimals will be zero, and here is it. So that's it. Actually, I have this information. Total sales, the sales of last month. So as you can see, I have the same amount here. Here is the difference. Here is the difference. Here is the increase or decrease. So I really like this stuff because it is working really, really nice. Uh, okay, what I can or want to show to you now, I'm going to make something like maybe you are asking to yourself, how can I create a measure that will give me the total sales that from January to today? There is a measure in Power BI call it like year to date. That measure allowed us to get um, the total of sales that we have until we start the operation to now. This measure is called so, so I wanted to say total year total year to date. So in this formula, I can say something like this. Um, I can say price. I can say total sales. Then this measure request to me dates. So in this case, I wanted to say something like fecha dot fecha, and I going to close it. So after this, hope that everything will be okay. I going to use this local currency. I going to use okay, my internet is like slowly. I will use two decimals after this. I can come here and actually I wanted to delete this measure because this was just a test. So in this case, I will use this this graph. I will use here and here in date. I will use at X and in val in Y. I will use this one. So as you can see, we have like some I don't know how can I say grilles. I don't know how can I say this, but basically this allowed to me to reduce or to increase the hierarchy. So in this case, I will use it. As you can see, I have the information per quarter. I have the information per month. So as you can see, as you can see, there is, uh, it is very obviously that our sales is increasing according to time happen. But this doesn't look very well. So in this part, there are some filters that I can apply. I can apply a filter today. I can apply from tomorrow, but I'm going to use filter for years. There are advanced filter. I just want to use basic filters. So in this case, I will select basic filter and I'm going to select 2014. Actually, as you can see, I just have the information for 2014. So I will reduce this. I don't want to use the labels. So what are the labels? Okay, it's off. What about this one? I going to okay, that's it. I wanted to use the months. Here the title. I don't want title. What about ye? That is okay. And I can make something like this. For the bars, I want to the column. Sorry, I want to use this color. I wanted to give my table title, so this will be total sales year to date 2014, right? And that's it. So maybe if you want to add something, you want to delete something, you can do it, of course. For example, you want to do something like this, you can do it. So I just wanted to disable the title, and that's it. As you can see, my table is actually work very well. So that's allowed to me to take a lot of advantage. I don't know, internet is not working well. Okay, we can see. Yeah, actually, I will work with in the next video. I will work with a map. Just wait for it. Actually, I wanted to see the tendance of the says. I want to use date as expert, and here on difference of percentage, you will able to see how the says tendance was. So we can just see it as percentage, as sorry, per quarter, per month. As you can see, that is the tendance. So as you can see, our growing is down up. So that means that I don't know, something is happened there, but we actually down up. So in this case, I wanted to use. Oh my goodness, it's too late. Okay, here I going to go come here. The lines I wanted to use um, this color, and that's it. So regarding with your request, actually I going to work with some maps in some minutes, and that's it. As you can see, we already have some graphs regarding of the sales per the tips per weight, the total sales year to date, how our sales growing is according to time, and I don't know, something is happened with my app. So hope that this could be better in sometimes. So actually, I have already finished this one, and this is like the cover. But I wanted to use something like the sucursales or the branch analysis, branch analysis. So in this case, for the branch analysis, I wanted to copy this title and this total. So I wanted to use them here in this chart. So I wanted to use something like multi-curve because I wanted to show where my where my where my restaurants are. So I disable this one. I will use this one. After this, I going to use this one called Astoral says. I wanted to disable the category levels. I going to use um, for cars. I wanted to use this color. So that's it. Okay. Actually, I want to use these maps to know where my restaurants are ubicated. I can come here and then location and per legends I wanted to use sucursal and per the bubble size I wanted to use total size. As you can see here, Here is the okay. Maybe you want to say, okay, I want to see where my table is, which one of them is in this place. So Chapultepec, I wanted to give um, yellow, this one for La Estancia, and this black for La Paz. So that's it. I already created my map, so I can say that these stores. I wanted to use a secondary, a legend like sucursal, and that's it. I wanted to use lines, colors for Chapultepec. I wanted to use this yellow. For La Estancia, I wanted to use this one, and for La Paz, I wanted to use this one. So as you can see, I already created this map. My three stores are located on. So actually, I already have this information. As you can see, I already have the total of, for example, my restaurant from La Estancia is able to give me a total of sales of this one, and the other one here in Chapultepec is able to give me this total of sales, and this other one to La Paz. So as you can see here, I have the tendence of my sales. As you can see that the average could be like 60,000 of selling. That's it. So I already finished this topic. I already created by maps, but I wanted to see the sales but by order. So in that case, I going to open this information to see the instructions and hope that you can see everything here. I don't know, something is wrong with my internet. Actually, I don't know what's happened to my home. My internet is like very weak. So, okay, there is something here. I wanted to show you that sometimes it is possible to you to create okay, sometimes some people say that it's really important to see this type of information. I don't know why, but some of them need or like it. So here I will use this multi-card. I wanted to see who attends the table. Ay, ay, ay. I'm like sad or something like that. So actually already here, I can reduce this stuff. So that's it. Okay, it's already here. Okay. But another the thing that I wanted to do is this one. So so as you can see, Mauricio have a lot of um tips, but not really high sales. So what does that mean? Something is wrong. As you can see, Mauricio sell little bit, but he won a lot of tips. But why? Total order. Do you know Mauricio have a lot of this, but he doesn't have. That's it. So I already have this one. As you can see, Mauricio is on the top, but why? Who knows? But he's on the top. Ah, So I already finished with this exercise. I'm really happy to have you here and hope that this course will be helpful. Hope that you can take advantage from it. So that's it. I think that actually I can finish everything because everything is done, and that's it. I really appreciate that you were here. Um, I going to use something like KPI. I going to use this stuff, and I wanted to use to call this. I can say that my target could be 250. So as you can see, we are in red because we didn't accomplishment our KPI. So in this case, I don't know if I want to modify, for example, to missing. As you can see, it's already changed. But thank you for staying here. Hope that you enjoyed this um, presentation and effort. Thank you for staying here and see you. Bye.